That's it, Brian?
Yes.
Yo, how's it going, guys? It's your boy Flamer206, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a server on your desktop so that later you can transfer all the files from your desktop to your paid host if you want to actually make it a huge server. This server will work on your desktop, but it will be hosted off your desktop, and it'll run down your computer and slow it down. You won't be able to really use it as a normal computer while it runs in the background and stuff like that. You don't want to do that. Of course, you want to host it, but the whole point of this is that you get everything set in stone, basically ready for the server release, and then you transfer all the files over to a hosted server, so you don't have to pay for like 2 months of the server just to get it ready to release it. So this is what majority of people do so that you don't have to waste your money. So I will not be getting into the fact that you have to go to Google and just type in my IP. If you type in my IP, and then your IP will pop up, and you just copy that and then paste it in here, and it'll be like a number like this, right? Whatever. And you push enter, and then you log into your router, and you add a server into your router so that your server can connect to your router somehow. I will not be getting into that. Just Google it. There's a million out there. I want to be getting into stuff that the videos I've seen haven't really gotten into. I've made over 10 servers over like the course of my YouTube channel. And I'm an amazing builder, but that comes in handy because I'm able to build all my spawns and everything really. So it's pretty nice to have that ability. So anyways, I've made a lot of servers. That's the point. So first thing you want to do, I don't know why I exited that. First thing you want to do is, of course, Google Spigot Minecraft server, and this one will pop up. It'll be like the first one to pop up as long as you do Spigot Minecraft server download. And then it'll have all of these. If of course you want to do 1.12.2, go right ahead. It's exactly the same as 1.8, but I like doing 1.8. So you just push download, and then you click on this, and you'll download it. Pretty simple. And then you'll get this. Now what you do with this is you get a folder. Pretty freaking simple. Get a folder like this. You open it up, and you pull this in here. You just double click that. And then it will load the server. Technically, in the background of your computer, it is running the server right now, but it will stop running it because you need to accept the EULA. Problem is, there's no console, like something to pop up to type into to give yourself op or anything. So a lot of people like adding a text document and making it into a bat or some like a command runnable thing to make like a black screen pop up. I don't like how that looks. I sadly don't have that right there. So I have a second monitor really fast. And I don't have it. This will be in the description. I just keep forgetting to grab it. So just copy this. There we go. That's another one of my servers. It's a huge server. Anyways, paste it. It's basically the same thing as the black text box that pops up, but it's a lot cooler. Like, by a lot. See, look. That's simple, right? Pretty freaking simple. You pop it up. It is already connected to this. So you have players, starters, issues, stuff like that. Of course, you can talk about your RAM. My RAM is maxed out at 12, but I want it to be 10 because I have 12 gigabytes of RAM on my computer right now. So of course, it's limited to how much RAM you have. So be sure to get some RAM before you start doing this, because if you don't have any RAM, it'll be pretty laggy. Of course, it's kind of overkill to have 10 to 8 gigabytes of RAM. So, you know, it's a little overkill, but when you're building and world editing really big objects like I do when I build a lot, then you really want this. And then, of course, you go over here, and I think you have to add your IP in the forward area. All you do is click it, and then it's down here. It says IP, and you put again the one that you googled my IP in. You entered that in there. I'm trying to not show my IP as much as possible, so I don't have to edit it out. You know, you feel me? Anyways, but it has literally just says IP address right here, and then you just put your IP address in that, and then put in the port. Just put 25565 and push add. That's literally all. So I don't need to show that. It's pretty simple. So now what you want to do is push start, but it's not going to let you. I completely forgot to do this on me. So all you need to do is go to EULA really fast, and you gotta accept it, of course, and you just do true, like that. Make sure it's not capitals, and you just push save, and then exit. And now it should run by pushing start. So now it's running, and it'll pop up the world, seed, and everything that pops up when it's supposed to do that. So I'm trying to cover it just because it's gonna pop everything up. Look, there it is. And I don't want to show my IP. It'll show the IP whenever you run it. So there we go. Should be good. So now it's running. It's building a world just as if you're like, just as if you were. Brain is dying. Just as if you were making a single player world. It's doing the same thing, but on a server. There we go. Pretty simple. First time always will be like 20 seconds. If you have a slower computer, it'll be like maybe even 30 seconds. But after that, it'll be 3 seconds because it had to build the world, right? So now you have a beautiful world that you can connect to by typing. What you do is you add server, then you type your IP address, the same one that you do my IP on Google. You're gonna keep using that IP, and click it out in there and add so that you can join the server. See, now I'm in the server. Pretty simple. Now, of course, I don't have fly or anything like. It's just a vanilla Minecraft server. Like game mode C isn't even a thing because we don't have essentials. So simple thing to do. All you need to do is really fast go to console. Dang it, there's my IP. Now I gotta block it. Whatever. And then you go op really fast. Flame for 206. Boom. Simple as that. Okay, so there you go. Now I'm opt. Super easy. And now what you want to do is start adding the plugins. So of course I will have these linked in the description. It's just the essentials right here. All you want from this, these are all the essentials. All you want from this are these. So you want the essential spawn, chat, and just the essentials itself. So the spawn, of course, takes over spawn, and then chat, of course, helps with chat. But then you want the essentials. So you got those 3 right here, and you download them. There's a lot of other extra stuff that you really don't need. It just takes up space, and again, you just don't need it. So now what you want to do is, of course, put the files in where it's supposed to be. So plugins, you downloaded them. Put the essentials. Make sure you guys always add the plugins one by one, because if you don't add the plugins one by one, there's going to be errors, because Vault might load before Essentials does, and then it's going to break the system, which I think should fix itself out. But same with Essentials Group Manager. You got to make sure you get everything one by one, and if you see any errors while it's loading in, because when the console's loading in, it will show errors and issues and stuff. I have none because I've done it perfectly so far. But if you see any issues, then you know which plugin caused it, because you added a new plugin. Now there's an issue. Now you know which plugin caused it. I've had plenty of times in the past when I was new at this where all I did was add a lot of them at the same time, and it kept giving me errors. I'm like, which plugin does it? And I had like 50 plugins, and I was trying to figure it out, and I could never figure it out. So then I gave up on making servers for like a month, and then I retried, but I did it one by one, and I was able to find what the issue was, and it was just some stupid bug in one plugin, and it ruined everything, and I couldn't find where it was coming from. Or you can just be really good and just know which every single little thing says in the code, but I'm not that good, so just add them one by one to be safe. And then of course push restart, and it should add essentials. See, now it's going to load a lot faster. See, now it's already loaded, and it's been 3 seconds, and plus we also installed essentials. So it takes a really short time after a while of doing it. Okay, so now it shows all this random crap that you really don't give a crap about. So game mode C. So now you can fly. You have TPA, and you have all kinds of. You have all the essentials commands, right? Of course, you don't have any groups. So like if I type in chat. I only have the op color because Essentials gives you op red color by default. So and there you go. Now you have that. Next thing to do, of course, is go to Essentials, and then we're going to go into config, and we're going to change chat really fast. I don't like ops being forced to have that. So what you want to do is type none, boom, Now ops aren't forced. Whenever you are operator, you're not forced to have a red name, which I love doing. Or getting rid of. Okay, so now you go all the way down till you see this, the format. So what you want to do, pretty simple actually, is just get rid of these. Right? If you want to add by default, like semicolons right after the name, then you just, easy as this, it's just and 7, boom, right after the name, and then there's this message, and then and 7. Though this never works. The and 7 message part never works. Though I don't know why. It just never works, for me at least. Let's see if it works. It might work randomly, but it doesn't matter about the and 7 thing. But that's just default without adding any group manager or anything. I'm going to do something that you should never do. I'm just doing it for the sake of me not having to cut anything. So reload is only a 1.8 feature because it breaks plugins. So ever since 1.9 they turned it off of servers because it will break the server if you do /reload. Again, just check issues. So that's just a warning that always happens, because if you're new to the server, they're like, oh crap, you don't have a profile. Well, we gotta make you one now. So you're good with the issues. Everything should be good now. And then type in chat. There we go. Now we don't have the semicolons next to our names, and on top of that, our chat's actually gray. Interesting. Now we just gotta add group manager. And then we can add stupid things. So the reason why I'm using Group Manager really fast is because it's simple to use. It's not overcomplicated. It does the job. Like, I guess PEX is really good with specific things. But if you're just doing a faction server, or if you're just doing Skyblock, or if you're just doing any of the really popular servers out there, except for Mineplex and Hypixel and stuff like that, that actually take a lot more effort in the ranks and stuff, then you just want to use Group Manager. It's simple, easy to use. PEX, you have too many options that you will never ever use, and just overcomplicates things. If you're new at this, Group Manager is super simple. It's easy to use. So that's why I like doing that. So Group Manager and Vault you can add at the same time. Those two are compatible right next to each other. So you're fine with that. And then of course you just want to restart the server. Let's close that. Restart the server. And then you will now have Group Manager. And then we'll talk about how to add ranks really fast. Which the ranks are already there. But we just have to add the text to make it show a rank. But I'll show you how to make a rank as well, because by default there's a default rank, which will be whatever rank you want. So the starter rank, you just change the text of it, you just change the name of it, but it's default rank. And then there's owner rank, there's admin rank, and there's moderator rank. Those are all the ranks that it defaultly comes with, so you don't have to add them. Now it's up. Let's go on to the server. Here we go. So now we can go man g list. Oopsies, it's man list g. Now it shows all the available groups that are available by default. So you got the owner, default, moderator, builder. I forgot the builder, and admin. So you don't have to add these. So default, of course, is default. So you just go man g add. So here's the two things. So you got man you add, which makes a player into a certain rank. So if I go Flame for 206 and then default, I'll be forced into default rank. Though it didn't say in chat. Am I not opt? Oh, I wasn't opt. Okay. I think. It's not showing in chat. Okay, that's a bug. One second. Let's check really fast if we have any bugs. No. Okay. Wait, no issues. No, we're fine. I don't know. Usually it shows in chat that it's that you've been added into that rank, but maybe if I go into owner, it'll actually do it. Yeah, there we go. So if you go into default, I guess it don't tell you. Oh, because I was already in default rank, I think. Default. Okay. Oopsies. Didn't know that. Default. Okay, so if you're already in the rank, it won't tell you that you moved to default in the world. So anyways, now I'm in that rank, so now That's how you change people. So it could be like if Jeff joined the server, if Jeff123 joined the server, right? I can make him the owner, right? But I don't want to do that just in case someone actually does join with the Jeff name. So that's the U. The U is always for a player. It's for you. Then G is for all the permissions, all the commands, all the inheritance. Basically, what makes the rank the rank. So, for example, man G add permission, P with a permission to give people permissions, right? And then V for variable. Variable. If you push enter, it shows right here the group name and then the variable, right? So this is how you make the prefix. So the name's just not like that, right? You want the prefix. So what you want to do is add the group. So default. And then you want to do the variable, which is a prefix, so that it knows that it's changing the prefix of the default rank. And then you just change it to what you want. So I want it to be 8. Then, oh, if you don't know color codes, learn it. Wait, no. Let's do pleb. And 8. Close it off. And then what color should we make the name? 7. Boom. So now, that's our name. So our name, that's exactly the code you need to do that name. Make sure you have a space between pleb and flame, because that just makes it look weird if you don't. So like it's like right up against it instead of having a space. So you want to have to color the thing. So this was the before right here, the flame for 206 with the yellow. This is the after right here. So it is a huge difference. Of course you want to have it like that. Yeah, and then same thing with the owner rank. Owner. You want to just easily just go and what colors do I want? It doesn't matter. We'll do the simple. We'll make all of them and 8. And then 4 owner, and then you can make them bold, of course, and B and R to get rid of the bold, and 8, boom, and then and 4. Oopsies. Man, I forgot to move myself to owner. Flame for 206. Owner. Boom. There we go. So now we have the owner rank tag, and it types in chat just normally. And now whenever we go back, whenever somebody joins the server, they will always look like this. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. So now you have the ranks down. You guys, let's just say you guys want to make a second rank that you can buy from the store, or you can earn it from an envoy. Pretty simple. Again, just go, man. I'll let you guys guess. Which one do we use? U or G? Because we're making a new group. So G, right? Add. And then you just do manu add, and then the name of the group. I'm pretty sure. It's been a while. Let's make Salty. There you go. Group name created Salty. So now if I just add let's say I add myself right now. Add flame for 206 Salty, right? That's the default. I mean, that's not good. So we want to change that, right? Yeah, Garrett, we want to change that. Okay, so you go man G add variable, and then you go the group, which is Salty. And then, of course, prefix. And then the prefix. And 8. Boom. And 7. Nope. 6. We'll do 6. I don't know which one to do. 2. Salty. And then 8. Boom. And then and 2. Now if I type in chat, Salty is now a green rank. So now you have those ranks, right? Problem being, if I were to de-op myself, I have no permissions whatsoever, including spawn. I think I have, yeah, no, I don't have spawn. So, let's add myself back. Op. So even default rank has /spawn. So what you want to do to make sure that, so let's say Salty is a higher rank than the default rank, which is pleb. So let's say it's one higher, so it's the next rank up. So of course, how do you make it so that you don't have to add every single permission over and over again when you add it to default? It's pretty simple. You just go man g add and then inheritance, right? So I want to make salty inherit everything, every single command that pleb has. Pleb. Oopsies, forgot pleb doesn't exist. Default. There we go. So now group default is now in Salty's inheritance list. So now if I, oopsies, let's go difficulty, peaceful, kill all, boom. Okay, anyways, now if I go diop, flame for 206, I can go slash spawn. See, wherever spawn is. Oh, what the heck? Why is spawn underground? Anyways, so now I can do slash spawn because the default rank had spawn. So I am still, of course, salty. Gosh, it sounded weird. I'm still salty rank. So now if I go man, this is the same exact thing as if I typed it in chat. Man g add, flame. Oopsies, nope. Man g add permission with a P. Don't forget the P, guys. Permission. Man g add permission. Let's say fly, right? Let's go essentials dot fly. Oopsies, what did I do? Oh, I forgot to add the group. I'm an idiot. Default. So I'm not adding this. I'm not adding this. What is it called? Permission to salty. I'm adding this to the default rank. So I shouldn't have it if I wasn't in the inheritance list. So now, because I am salty, I'm still salty. I should still have the rank. Diop flame for duos. Oh, I'm already diopped. Cool. Cool. So slash fly. Now I have slash fly. Even though I'm salty and I'm not default rank, because I gave the permission to default rank and not salty. But since default rank is in Salty's inheritance list, then I get all their permissions. I'm just trying to show. I don't know. I always found that confusing at the beginning when I was trying to learn servers, was the inheritance list. So I was trying to just, you know, help out the new guys that don't really understand how the inheritance list works. So there you go. Sorry for taking so long on the inheritance list. Let's re-op myself really fast. Op flame for 206. Boom. Simple. Now, if you want to get rid of a trait per se, like, oh, I don't want default rank to have slash fly. How do we fix that? Pretty easy. You just go man g add. Oh no, sorry, del. Man g del delete, and then p, right? And then you do the rank. I mean the permission. Essentials dot fly. Oopsies, forgot to add the freaking rank every single time. Default. Boom. So now default no longer has the slash fly. So if I were to slash diop flame, you can't fly. You can't slash fly. I'm in game mode, so of course I can fly, but I cannot toggle my fly anymore, right? So I got rid of that permission. So that's how you add and delete ranks. Of how you, how you learn all the permissions. Pretty simple. All you need to do is go to Google and just be like essentials perms, right? I spelled that wrong. Oh well. Then you go to here and it just shows all the permissions, every single permission. And then you want to do group managers. What the heck? This is interesting. What the heck? Okay, I clicked on the wrong thing. My bad. Here we go. What? Since when did they update this? There's usually like a whole page. Is this the page? Here's the page. Jeez, it took me long enough. But yeah, here's the page. Here's the page of. So it shows that it's a cheat. All these are cheats. Makes it so that spawns in a tree. This gives people stuff. So you don't want to ever give your default or anybody the cheats, because the cheats will cheat. Economy balance. So if you want your players to be able to do slash bal or slash balance, then you got to add this essential/balance so that they can do /bal to check their balance. So it's going to take a while, but all you need to do is add it once. Add all these commands once to the default rank, and then you're good. You're set. You have all the commands for every single rank because you just add the inheritance list. So okay, really fast, just to make sure you guys understand this, really fast. Let's say I make a rank called KMS, right? And then now I want KMS to be a higher rank than Salty. I want it to be a higher rank, but I want it to inherit everything that Salty has. So let's say Salty gets the Salty kit with essentials.kits.salty, right? Okay, that was maybe a little too complicated for some people. Let's say Salty has /fly, right? But default doesn't. We want this new KMS rank to have /fly and everything that Salty has, but also have God kit /God kit. So all you need to do, instead of adding all the permissions again, you just go add inheritance. Do not inherit default. Why would you inherit default? That's stupid. Don't do that. Make sure you inherit the one below it, because Salty's already inheriting default. You don't need to inherit default and Salty. So you just go KMS and then Salty. So now KMS gets everything that Salty has and plus its personal command. So now KMS is currently a higher rank than Salty. So I don't know how to make that more simplified. Sorry guys, I made this video so long. If you guys want a part 2 where I add multiverse, which has problems with it, for example, a lot of people don't understand how to fix the chat, because once you type in chat, we have a chat nice and fixed right now, right? Problem is when you add multiverse, it adds a little thing right here that says world 2 or like whatever you name the world, and it shows it right here. And that's not okay in chat, right? And it's pretty simple. I'll just tell you right now. You just go to config and you disable chat in multiverse config. But if you guys want me to add plugins for like a faction server, if you guys want me to show you how to make a faction server, be sure to slam the like button down below, and of course comment it. It's not like I'm gonna know right away that you guys want all that stuff. But yeah, I did this mainly because I wanted to finally show the people that's been really wanting to know how to make a server for the longest time on my channel. They keep commenting it. So here you go. That's how you make a server. Now I gotta go edit all the IPs out. That's gonna be so much fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all, you beautiful Sparks, you in the next one.
Yeah, let's go. I ain't the first with the curse, with the thirst that I wanna be better, not worse, man, it hurts. I'm on this earth with my words, and I put them all together, insert, cause I wanna have worth. Working hella hard till they put me in the dirt. Gonna go far, man, listen to my words. Gonna be a star, man, life's like a blur. When you're working this hard, yeah, you get what you deserve.